For 4 years, I thought I had found my soulmate in C. We met during our freshman year of college and quickly became inseparable, sharing everything from late-night study sessions to lazy weekends spent binge-watching our favorite shows. When the pandemic hit, our bond only grew stronger, and I imagined a future where we'd eventually tie the knot. But lately, things have taken a dark turn. C has been under immense pressure. Her father is battling cancer, and I've watched her struggle with the weight of it all. To cope, she's turned to drinking more frequently. While I don't mind her having a drink now and then, her behavior when she's intoxicated has become a serious issue. When she drinks, C transforms into someone I hardly recognize. The sweet, loving girlfriend I cherish slips away, replaced by a woman who hurls cruel insults my way. She mocks my appearance and belittles me in the most intimate ways, making me feel inadequate both physically and emotionally. She always apologizes the next day, pouring her heart out in an effort to mend the rift, but just when I think things are getting better, she goes out and repeats the cycle all over again. The breaking point came last night. I had taken C and her friend to a local bar, volunteering to be their designated driver. I'd seen the way C had behaved in the past when she drank, and I didn't want her to make that mistake again. Before we left, I gently reminded her to pace herself, and she assured me she would. As soon as we arrived at the bar, it was packed, and we found a spot at the bar to order food and drinks. I left briefly to use the restroom, and when I returned, I overheard C chatting with her friend. My stomach dropped as I caught snippets of their conversation. "My ex had the biggest," she said, laughing as she reminisced. My heart sank. I couldn't believe my ears. I tried to brush it off, knowing she was drunk and probably didn't mean it. But then a guy sitting nearby chimed in. He asked her if I was the guy who always left her unsatisfied. In that moment, a wave of nausea hit me. The laughter of strangers cut through the air, and I felt utterly humiliated. "C, are you serious?" I asked, my voice shaking with disbelief. But she just laughed, dismissing my pain like it was a joke. I felt a mix of anger and hurt flood over me. I grabbed my keys and walked out, leaving her and her friend behind. I drove home, my heart heavy with the weight of betrayal. Once I was home, I packed a bag and went to stay with a close friend. I couldn't bear to face her after what had happened. About an hour later, my phone buzzed with texts from C, asking where I was. Then came the calls, angry and frantic. I answered one, and the slur in her voice confirmed she was still at the bar. I hung up, unable to listen to her excuses, and turned off my phone. When I finally woke up the next day, I was met with a flood of messages, apologies, explanations, and promises that I was more than enough for her. But could I believe them? The humiliation I felt lingered like a dark cloud, and the idea of returning to her seemed impossible. I love C deeply, but I can't shake the feeling that she doesn't respect me as a partner. It's a gut-wrenching realization, and I'm left questioning everything we've built together. Would I be the jerk if I ended things over this? The thought of walking away from 4 years together pains me, but I can't ignore how she made me feel last night. In the end, I know I deserve better than to be humiliated and disrespected. The love we shared can't overshadow the hurt I feel, and I'm torn between holding on and letting go.